Welcome, welcome to me to the live stream that I impromptu did. So, we are in January. Happy New Year's to everyone. Before I continue, let me just see if this here connected to the live stream because I struggle with this. Oh, okay. So, end stream. I guess we're ready. Looks like we're in. Okay, so we're back to here. Okay, so happy New Year's to you all. Happy that you are here or whenever you catch this live stream. I was just doing some research for myself, things that I needed to do, and I thought, why not stream? Since I need to do this anyway, I might as well share it with you all because I know that many people have never even went on the House of Representative website, and I'm talking about Florida here. Even in your own states, wherever you are, they every state has them. So but we're talking about Florida today, being that that's my great state and these are my great representatives, some of them anyway. So I decided, well, it is that time again, and it's time to really get to know the bills that's coming up. And I will be taking some trips up to Tallahassee. And so it's going to be good to get to know what these legislatures are going to be looking at, what bills is in the pipeline, which ones are they picking up, which ones are they not picking up, which ones are dead, which ones is alive and can, go get to the governor's desk. So there is a lot happening, and so I needed to do this research anyway and look at this stuff, and I said, well, I might as well live stream it so people could go along for the ride. At least you can see the website. At least you'll be able to see some of the different bills. I'm going to keep this video to about 25 minutes long. Hopefully I can get enough in within that time frame. And so we're going to just get started. We're just going to go jump into the House website and see where we are. Um, I think what I'm supposed to do is share my screen. Is that what I'm doing? And we're gonna do the Florida House share. Okay. And if I go back to here, it should show me in this setup. But I think I'm gonna work from the big screen because I don't know how to do it from here. Honest, I don't know how to do it from here. Again, all this live streaming and doing all this is very new, and I'm still, matter of fact, I spent my whole day yesterday trying to learn the OBS platform. Even though I do record there sometimes, all I know is how to do the basic of just layering what I need to do. And so playing around with it yesterday, I kind of messed things up, and now it's gone wonky on me and I don't know how to fix it. So now I'm in the Riverside platform. That's where I'm recording now, but I really wanted to do it in the OBS because learning it yesterday, I set up all kinds of different things where I could do different I can have my intro, I can add in overlays and like have stuff pop up on the screen like how my name is right there. It I can have it pop up whenever I want to, or I can have the ads come on whenever I could press a button and do that. So it's a lot of interesting stuff to do with it, but the whole thing is I gotta learn it all. And there's so much going on, and it's like I spent the whole day yesterday. I learned a lot, but in the same thing, I messed it up because now I don't know how to get back to what I was trying to do before. And so that means I'm gonna have to spend another whole day watching more videos on how to work the OBS and all of that. So, just a side note, it's been very difficult. But in any event, but I'm learning. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to the bigger screen. Hopefully that'll work so I can do it from here. So here we are on the House of Representatives website, and there is the speaker, Mr. Renner himself. And you know what else I have? Just thought about it. Hopefully y'all can see this. So last session from my travels in Tallahassee, I picked this up, and it sits right above my computer here. And so this has all of the representatives that's currently in on working right now. A lot of them I met, especially on our side of the aisle, and the other ones I've seen in action too. So, but this is a great tool for me for this, because then I get to look at everybody. Look at Mr. Jax. Yeah, I've seen him quite a few times down there. And of course, the speaker, Paul Renner. I don't know if y'all can even see this, but I'm trying. And we've got some useless individuals, such as this one, Nixon, did a videos on her. And we've got some great fighters, such as Mello. She's a fighter. And it's just fun to have this, because then you can just, who you know who they are, right? You know who they are. And this is great fun to have. So the directories here, you can go through them, and so there you would see just everybody that we just looked at. Gosh, I hope that this moves along with that, like you could see this, like as I go through that, like all this we're not gonna really go through, but this is them, and then the majorities. And when we think about it, we think of it as this is like Congress for the state. And so everything you see they do here, it's just a mimic of what they do in Congress in DC. And so we're not really going to go through all of this, but I just wanted you all to see that. So we're going to move from this. And so they got different things here, the minority office, the majority office, and so on. But what we're here for today is, here's their meetings and everything. So all the meetings and everything would be here when they're in session. So I have gone on here before, and especially when I'm in Tallahassee, to know when the meetings are coming, what hall, where it is, and so on. And so this is always a great place. And then I think also, if I'm not mistaken, in this area as well, where you can come, like once the meetings are done, I think they posted here where you can watch whatever happened in the meeting if you missed it. So that's always a good one, and I've gone back and I've watched some of them as well, because sometimes you might miss something that you wanted to see because you had to, I don't know, be running around trying to have meetings with them. So sometimes it gets really, really hectic down there, especially when you're running around from one office to another, from one office to another, trying to connect with them, trying to set up meetings with their aides. So it gets a little bit crazy. So you might miss a meeting or two. So you can always come in this area and pick that up and watch it. Yeah, they have their own like channel as well, the Florida channel. But the reason we're on here today is because I want to look at some bills. And so that's what we're going to go into. And we're going to leave it with session 24 to see. Um, and I'm going to look up some specific people just in my area in Florida. But people can look up anybody anywhere, but I'm going to try to focus on the people that's like in the Orange County, maybe Seminole, these area, my area per se. So the people that I know. So we're going to start off with Miss Carolina Amnesty and see what she's got going on. She lives in the education space, so she a lot of things she does is educational wise, and I know she does a lot for children. So here is a bill that she's got now. It is now in civic justice subcommittee. So it looks like it's been picked up, and this is where she's at, and it's called Child Maintenance Restitution. God help me, I hope I'm saying it right. So that's House Bill 79, and that is with Miss Amnesty and Killebrew. Let's find him. That would be with a K. Oh wait. All right, let's see. K K K K K. Come on, G. K K K K K K K K K M N O B U. I don't see. Okay, here's K. Oh, here he is. Killebrew. He's in District 48. Killebrew. There he is. Mr. Killebrew. So they are working on this together, and it says authorizes court to order defendant to pay child maintenance restitution to surviving parent or guardian of minor under certain conditions, provides for collection, disbursement, and enforcement of child maintenance restitution, prohibits person from discharging, refusing to employ, or taking disciplinary action against employees subject to child maintenance restitution, provides civil penalties, provides for payments after defendant's incarceration, provides that court may modify order of child maintenance restitution. Gosh, I don't know what that means. What does it mean? Are they trying to get money from people who has hurt people that has gone into incarceration? I don't know. We'd have to pull the bill and really go through it, but um, she's advocating for children, so that's good. But I'm still confused as to what it does. Who is she trying to get money from? So is it the person who has hurt some child in some way, maybe killed their parents or something, and now the child needs to be cared for, and this person has to provide payments? I'm thinking that's what it's saying. But in any event, this is moving along. And then another one, she's got psychiatric treatments. Um, we do have a mental health problem in this country, as you all know, and I have talked to Representative Amnesty about some of the folks with mental health issues. So let's see what this says. House Bill 255 defines, oh God, here's a big word, electroconvulsive treatment. What is that? Oh, shock therapy? Is that shock therapy? Provides only physician may perform such treatment and procedures, prohibits performance of such treatment and procedures on minors. I wonder if it's all, I don't know. I was going to say, is it about people cutting off their body parts, but I don't think it is. But I guess psycho shock therapy, maybe? I don't know. But it's moving along. She had one on here that I thought was interesting, so we'll move down to it. It says drive-by shootings, House Bill 807. House Bill 807, House drive-by shootings. Oh, this is her and our friend here, Mr. Jax. Yeah, he is on this with her. I'm not sure what this is all about, but maybe we are going to hold people who drive by, shoot, and kill people. Maybe we're going to hold them accountable. Designates Act, Ludus Clarity Act, I don't know what that is, provides criminal penalties for offense of drive-by shooting. Why not? It's a criminal act. They're out here destroying the community. Drive-by shootings, yeah, lock them up. Lock them up. Do it, Amnesty, do it. Do it. I like it. I like it already. So maybe I will keep eye on this bill. I want to take notes while I'm doing this, so this way I know which bill. And I was gonna do it on my new tabby, but I think for the sake of me trying to type stuff on here, I'll just take a note. So this is House Bill two, what was it, 255? No, yeah, House Bill 807, and that is Amnesty and Jax. And so we're going to be looking out for this. So I will do some further research and find out what this Clarity Act is. LADERUSCLARDYACT. And this says it goes into effect October 1, 2024. 10/1/24. So this is one I'm interested in that um, because with what I do here on YouTube, covering all the crime and the killings and that happens in the black community. And again, Orlando is crime lando, so there's a whole lot of shootings that happens out here in these parts, not like Chicago or these other very, very bigger, well, shouldn't say bigger, but these more criminal areas. They have shootings more than we do, but we do have it here. And again, so I want to keep an eye on this bill. And again, that's 807 drive-by shootings. Okay, so that's one of our top ones we want to keep an eye on and get to know it better. So, and it does have a similar bill, it says here in the House, I mean in the Senate. And I guess let's just see if it'll come up real quick, if we can see who's working on that. Um a villa. Um Too bad they don't have one of these. They have a little book, and I don't have that book in hand right now. Um, let's see. Maybe I'll get better understanding of it from the Senate side. Um, Citing this act as a Ladurus Clarity Act. Again, forgive me, friends. I went to the public schools. Certain words I cannot pronounce. Just saying. Creating the offense of drive-by shooting as a felony of the second degree, providing criminal penalties for committing the offense of drive-by shooting, specifically that committing the offense of drive-by shooting in further furtherance of certain objectives is a crime of terrorism. Oh my goodness. I like it. Drive-by shooting is a crime of terrorism. So we're going to pause here real quick. So couple of, oh gosh, it's almost a year. So this was in um gosh, what was that? Easter weekend. We had a huge drive-by shooting here in Orlando, and as a matter of fact, I went to the site a few days after the shooting because I wanted to just see the whole setup of how the shooting went down. This little area that it was, I think it was like 3 people that got shot, and it wasn't necessarily in a car driving by, but these people pulled out weapons and was just shooting in this park at a Easter egg hunt, right? And black people were killed by other black people. And so I went to just look at the site, and I made a video about it. Maybe I'll plug it in somewhere. And so I made the call, and I says, it's so interesting that people are getting shot left and right, dead people are being killed by the hands of other blacks, but yet I don't see Black Lives Matter out here hooting and rioting because 3 people were murdered by the hands of some killer. And so innocent people were shot and killed in this shooting, which is necessarily not a drive-by in a car, but again, they were shooting people, and innocent people were shot and killed. So yeah, I'm all for this, making it a felony and doing whatever it is that needs to be done. and it is terrorism on the community. These people are killed, they're dead. If that's not terrorism, I don't know what is. So kudos for, and this one is Avila and Amnesty for getting this bill. Hopefully this thing is going to work out, and I'm going to keep an eye out. So this is going to be SB 1050. So that's how they work. House bill and Senate bill, they go hand in hand. And so we're going to see how this one works out. So I'm all for this one, especially since Amnesty is in our area here and she does know about a lot of these crimes and shootings. And again, you don't even have to be here in Florida for this to, it's happening all over the country, especially in Chicago. Can't go without throwing Chicago under the bus. Chicago. All right, so we're going to go back to our Senate bill here. Gosh, I do hope this thing is going through. Let me look. Oh my God, it's already 20 minutes in. Holy Christ. I don't have a lot of time. Oh my God. All right. All right, so we got that one in. And let's look at another person. Oh, we're already here. And I'd like to look at, so we just looked at Amnesty. Let's look at Doug Bankston. He's got a few. I saw him recently and he did talk about a few bills that I'd like to take a closer look at. And he's got quite a few, but I'm not gonna really look in all of this. But there is one that he mentioned that I thought was pretty interesting. And actually there was two. There's a I think it's state legal tender and bullion depository. So we're talking about money here. And 699 state bullion depository. There's two of them. Let's take a quick look at House Bill 697. Provides specie legal tender and electronic currency are legal tender. Provides bullion is not personal property for taxation. Regulatory requires DFS to establish and administer bullion depository. Authorizes governmental entities to use depositories for storing bullion. Authorizes state treasury to deposit portion of its funds into depositories. And for okay. Yeah. It. Yeah, I think this was it. So it's about currency and and so on. So that one is a good one that I thought. And so his bills right now, he's got there. Some of them are now in subcommittees. There we go. He's got some good ones going. Oh, okay. So he's got a couple of ones that he tried that failed. But again, you can go ahead and retry. But being that he's a freshman, this is his second year going in. So for that, he's doing very, very good. Very, very good. A lot of his stuff is in the game. It's in the game. So that's him. So that's two of them on the right. I'd like to look at now at some of them on the other side that's in our area. And we will start with um oh, I don't have 30. I have more time. I just realized with trying to do this, I was going to do it in Canva and I only had I try to keep it at a specific amount of time, but now that I realize that we've got plenty of time. Hell, we can be here till midnight doing this. No, we won't. I won't do that to you. I'll just shut this off and continue. But it's so much more fun because then I'm talking, right? If I'm just sitting here looking at this, then for me, it's not even fun because I'm absorbing the information, I'm bored. But with this way, I'm looking at it, I'm talking about it, and it's registering, and I'm having some fun. Um, we're going to start with another one. This is Bruce Anton. He is a Democrat, and very, very woke, I'm sure. But let's see what he's got cooking. And Florida Medical School Scholarships and Grants Program, right off the bat. He's begging for money. Right off the bat. Gotta make bills to give away money. Okay, so Florida Medical Scholarship Grant Program. I'm not gonna go into that to see what that's all about. Task Force to Public Safety in Urban and Inner Cities. Now that's something I'm interested in. Um, public meeting meeting task force on public safety. So this is the same thing, I'm guessing. They live in the same wheelhouse. Um, flood zone disclosures. Okay, so he's got three going on right here, and whatever else he's got has failed. This is like his work from, looks like, flood zone. This is, oh, it's filed, not failed. It's filed. God help me. So this is filed. This is filed. And oh, look at this. Tuskegee Airmen commem- commemoration day. I mean, look at this commemoration day for this. Okay, fine. You want to give them a day. I mean, it's like everything that's happened in history has to have a day. Everything has to have a day except for our elections. We can't have our elections in one day, right? We can't do that. Nobody's advocating to have elections in one day, right? But Tuskegee Airmen can have their day. Florida Commission on Human Relations. What does that mean? I'm curious. Remove requirements that Florida Commission on Human Relation send certain information to certain person by registered mail. What does that mean? I don't know. All right, we still on Anton. We are Mr. Bruce. That's it. We'll call him proper, Mr. Bruce. And then what else he got? Legislative Compensation Advisory Council. What he wants to, no, he wants to get money, so I know he's not gonna put no bills on that's gonna limit his money, because you know these people like their money. They just don't want you to have money. They just don't want you to have money. They just don't want you to have money. Oh, I forgot. With this, I can do certain things. And oh gosh, how do I do it? They just don't want you to have money. They just don't want you to have money. I hope you're hearing that because I'm doing drum roll and clapping. So much fun. So much fun. Let's do a laughter. They don't want you to have money. Hopefully that worked out. So that was fun. Okay, so yeah, first things off the bat, he's all about money, maybe for his pockets but not yours. Uh okay. I'm not reading it cuz right now that's not really that critical to me as far as what I'm interested in, but thought this Tuskegee, what does he say about this Tuskegee thing? He says designate Tuskegee Airmen Commemoration Day, which occurs on fourth Thursday in March, as a legal holiday. They made it on, it's legal, it's on the books. It's on the books. We got Juneteenth on the books, and we've got Commemoration Day on the books for the Air Tuskegee men. Okay, next one. So, got anything else? Funding court technology. No, who we under? Are we still on him? Oh no, that was Bankston. Okay, next one we're gonna look at is, we'll try to go as in order as possible. We did Bankston. Let's look at Representative Barnaby. Even though he is not technically here in this particular area, but he's not too far away and he does such great business. So let's look and see what he's got cooking. He's got Wow, he's got some stuff happening. Wow, he's got one, two, three, four, five, six, seven in committee, and he's got two filed here. All right, let's see if he's got some interesting things. State banks and state trust companies. Banking and insurance, securities and securities transaction, virtual currency sales tax, holiday. They're gonna charge us for being on YouTube. Is that right? They're gonna charge us. They already charge us. Oh, I like this one. Protection of historical monuments and memorials. Um, this is an important one because, as we know, these past couple of years, they have literally been destroying historic monuments and so on all over this country. They are literally ripping stuff. They're literally ripping off the statues and so on, and it's ridiculous. We're losing our history. We're losing our country. These woke people who believes that you can switch genders. Do I need to say more? These people are psychotics. But let's read what he says here. Protection of historical monuments and memorials. And this is House Bill 395. Oh, look, there's a couple of people on here. So Representative Barnaby, and he's got some co-sponsors. Brennan Jax again. Yo, he's active. Here's our friend. Where you go? He's very active. And we have Dr. Rudman. Oh, wonderful. He's great too. I saw him recently as well. Okay, so here we go. Prohibits certain acts concerning historical monuments and memorials. Prohibits addition of certain signs or other objects on the or adjacent to memorial, provides for damages, provides for standing to bring civil action. Oh yeah, provides for civil penalties. Oh yeah, charge them for officials who engage in certain actions. Provide for removal of such officials. Provide for state funding for restoration of monument or memorial in certain circumstances. Provide for reimbursement of such funds. Specify certain duties of DOS, State Historic Preservation Officer, and Florida Historical Commission. Okay, awesome. We're going to lock them up. We're going to fine them if they mess with our historical monuments and memorials. It's only right. It's only right. So that's good for Mr. Barnaby and his co sponsors. And next one we see on here that looks interesting to me is return of weapons and arms following an arrest. All right, let's look at that one again because we're in the crime sector. We need to understand crime. So this is by Brackett and Barnaby. So, return of weapons and arms following an arrest. Let's read. Requires weapons, electric weapons or devices, or arms taken from person pursuant to arrest that are not seized as evidence be returned to person from whom they were taken if specified conditions are met. Authorizes development of procedures for returns. Prohibits sheriffs or chiefs of police from requiring court order. So this looks like it's for law-abiding citizens who may have been arrested, and so when they have been let go, then they need to get their possessions back. But I think they would need to make one as well where if you have been arrested and you have weapons and you've used these weapons to kill people and so on, like those drive-by shootings, then yeah, you shouldn't get your weapons back, right? Yeah, that shouldn't even be a thought. And what I believe also is that they should look into their homes to see if they have any more weapons stashed. Again, this is people who are out here creating chaos in the community again by again drive-by shootings, things like that. So that is Representative Barnaby. That is HB 485. Okay. And then I think that's all. He's got a few, but that's all we're gonna look at for that one. But I want to take this one down because I am interested in it. So that's gonna be our second one. That's gonna be House Bill 395, Protection of Historical Monuments. Okay. Um, okay. So that's a good one I want to keep up with. So far, we've got two, the Amnesty Jacks one and Barnaby one. I think that's it. That's all I'm going to do. And we're going to look at now another one. Again, we already looked at him. And I'm going to again stick to folks that's in my area, but it would be good to know, like, because there's so many great bills, even if it's not from people I know per se, to still learn them. But there's so many, it's really hard to just, it's just really, really hard. But one of the reasons I'm really looking at this is so when I do go to tally, I will know about some of these bills that I'm interested in, um, from the people in my community. Okay, so I know, I think I'm look. Oh, here's our friend Anna Eskamani. We'll see what she's up to. And this one is progressiver than progressive. Progressiver than progressive. Anna Eskamani. All right, let's see. Termination of pregnancies. Well, we know she's for abortion, so wonder what that's about. We'll just read her headlines first. And I want us to take a just to see the difference in the progressive and liberal um legislatures and the constitutional legislatures. That we just went through Barnaby's thing. You know, he's advocating for certain things. And the Antone guy, he's advocating for Tuskegee Airmen Day. And Barnaby's saying, and he's advocating for to restore our monuments, our history. Big difference, right? Okay, so next one from Eskamani, state renewable energy goals. Yeah, I got a feeling this is all about climate change. We're gonna not look at that too much. Um, and so she's right now, she's got one, two, three currently in committee. And the other one she's got is assault weapon and large capacity magazines. Yeah, that's gonna fail. I'm sure she's trying to come for guns, but yet they don't understand it's the criminals that's pulling the trigger on the gun. It's not actually the gun, it's the people killing people with guns. But I'm gonna digress from that. Okay, so here's what else she has: housing, healthcare. Again, vague, 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 vague. Compensation for advising or assisting in veterans benefits. Compensation for advising or assisting in veterans benefits. Oh, this might be not bad. Oh, it failed. Oh dear. Oh, it's filed. I keep saying failed. It's filed. Oh God. I'm interested in this one. Um, yeah, let's look at it real quick. Provides short title, provides purpose, prohibits person from receiving compensation from preparation, presentation, or persecution of claim, or advising or assisting individual with regards to veterans benefits matter except as authorized by federal law, prohibits persons from receiving compensation or referring individuals to another person for such services, requires person who receives compensation for such services to be held to certain standards and rules regulating the Florida bar provides that violation is deceptive and unfair trade practice. I don't know. Sounds complicated. We'll have to dig into that one, but I am interested in that. Here's another one from Eskamani. Healthcare. It doesn't say anything, just healthcare. See what's that about. Requires covered entities to adopt policy relating to providing notice of its refused services. Requires DOH to publish and maintain on its website current list of covered entities and their refused services and develop and administer public education and awareness program, revises time frame in which physicians may perform termination of pregnancy. So that coming. That is the killer advocate right there, Eskamani. We know healthcare. It's just healthcare. What else? Requires AHCA to provide Medicaid reimbursement for medically necessary treatment for or related to gender dysphoria or comparable or equivalent diagnosis, prohibits the HCA from discriminating in reimbursement on basis of recipient's gender identity or that recipient is a transgender individual. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, we're gonna keep an eye out on that. Yeah, because this is saying pretty much taxpayer money. Is that what we're seeing here? Taxpayer money going to um abortion? Is that what we're seeing here? Treatment for cutting off your body parts to go get surgery to cut off your body parts. Is that what we're seeing here? House Bill. That's going to be House Bill 1283. And it's just simply called health care. And that's going to be Eskamani. You know what I hate about her is that my name, my Amania would be is my name, Eskamani, and my nickname is Mani. So that's one of the reasons her name sticks to me, is because it's practically like my name, and I can't stand that. So we've got that down, and this is how. Okay, so we're gonna be looking out for that. And oh my God, this just got filed. She just filed this today. Last event. Oh no, it was touched on today. Whew, at this morning. Yeah, this is one I'm gonna look into. House Bill. Okay, so it looks like I want to look at there is a identical in the Senate. Senate Bill 1404. Let's write that down. SB 1404, Healthcare Freedom Act. Oh God. Healthcare freedom. Now they want to talk freedom. It's the same thing. It's just got a different name. Same thing to probably provide. Oh my God. By Jones. This is. Oh wait, is that Corey Jones? Gosh, I wish they had one of these for the Senate. Now I gotta find him. I think it's Corey Jones. Okay, so SB, that's Jones. So I gotta find it. Let's look real quick. Let's read it real quick. Citing this act as the Healthcare Freedom Act, repealing provisions relating to the prohibited use of state funds for travel to another state to propose of abortion services, the prohibited use of state funds for sex reassignment prescription or procedures, and the right of medical conscience of healthcare providers and healthcare payers, respectively, requiring a covered entity to adopt a policy relating to providing notice of its refused service by a specified date, repealing provisions relating to termination of pregnancies, power of the Agency of Healthcare Administration, and use of telehealth to provide service respectively. It says that these are similar, identical, but this is saying it prohibits, and we know Eskamani is all for it. So I'm confused. So that means we need to do some digging. We need to do some digging. Okay, so I got them down. So next one, um, okay. So what else for her? Housing, I'm gonna skip for now. Um, I know it's critically important in our area. It really, really is. But we're gonna skip that for now. And okay, there's one more person I want to look at, and that is going to be, I think we passed her already. LaVon Bracy Davis. LaVon Bracy Davis. There she go. Let's see what she got. Another woke one. Oh, what is this? House Bill 249. This is currently I guess working. 249 1920 Ocoee Election Day riots, loan and scholarship. Why is it called 1920 Ocoee Election Day riots? 1920. So she's trying to get loans and scholarships for the people in 1920. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that these people have probably been deceased by now. Oh, of course, you gotta go woke. Must be for their descendants. Must be for their descendants. All right, let's see what this say. House Bill 249 by Bracy, and of course Anna Eskamani's on the co-sponsor. And 1920, a co-election day riot, loans and scholarship requires Department of Commerce to prioritize certain applications for Black business loan programs, creates a COE scholarship program for specified recipients, provide requirements for such programs and for funding. Okay. I think this is like affirmative action for businesses because of what happened in Ocoee in 1920. So this is reparations for the descendants because obviously 1920 these people are dead. So it is for their survivors, their family, their grandkids, their great grandkids. If they're trying to start a business, I don't know. First one up, woke request. Woke affirmative action, woke request. Oh my God, what is this? Temporary cash assistance. Yo, are these temporary cash assistance? What's this about? Oh, temporary cash assistance. I'm thirsty. Let's look into this real quick, see where we are. Oh, hello, friends. We've got some friends in here. Hello. Oh, people are actually chatting. Let me say hi. Hello. Hello. Why isn't it working? Hello. Oh, welcome to the house. All right. Let us go back into this. Okay. Now, temporary cash assistance. Yo. 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 Okay. She's got two woke bills. Again, saying to the black person, you don't have the chops to get your own business loans and so on. You're not smart enough to get your own business deals going. We're going to have to give you sponsorships. We're going to have to give you, what was it? Loans, special loans. You have to, get special loans. And so now here's this. Did I write that one down for her? I didn't. We'll have to write that down. Keep an eye on that one. Temporary cash assistance removes prohibition of awarding benefits to person who has felony drug convictions or what? Who? Wait a minute. What'd you say? Removes prohibition of awarding benefits to persons who has felony drug conviction for trafficking, remove specified requirements in order for person convicted of drug felonies to receive benefits. Are you kidding me? What? Yo, is somebody out here? Talk to me, somebody. Tell me, is that what we're reading right there? Did it just say that we have to oh my god, we have to pay people who have trafficked felons? They should be able to get money? Is that what this person is that what I'm just reading? Is that what this bill is saying? This woke bill? Yo. Let's read it again. House Bill 409. This is called Temporary Cash Assistance Eligibility by LaVon Bracy Davis. And it says temporary cash assistance eligibility removes prohibition of awarding benefits to persons who has drug convictions for trafficking. This is not human trafficking, right? It's drug trafficking. Convictions of selling drugs, conviction of being a drug seller, conviction of being a drug dealer. Remove these specified requirements in order for person convicted of drug felonies to receive benefits. Friends, I am not making this up. This woman actually went to work and created a bill for giving money to convicted criminals. Again, rewarding bad behavior. People who are killing our people, our children with these drugs, these fentanyl, these kinds of drugs. And you're here telling me you are advocating, you advocating for these convicted drug felons to receive what? Cash assistance? Yeah, that's what it's called. It's called cash assistance. We're going to have to keep an eye out on this one. What is this called? HB House Bill 409, and that is Bracy Davis, and that is called temporary cash assistance. Cash assistance. And yeah, this is insanity. But there is a bill in the Senate. Let's look at that. And this is by Powell. Oh, it's in the Senate. It's not here. Oh, goodness. Can't see who they are. All right. temporary cash assistance, revising eligibility requirements for receiving temporary cash assistance, deleting an exception that allowed denial of such benefits for individuals with specified drug convictions, providing that the state fully opts out of a specified federal law. Yeah, this sounds woke to me. Powell. That person's not coming to mind. I'm more familiar with the House folks because I have this, but this guy Powell, I don't know who this is in the Senate. But we'll have to keep that in mind. And this is going to be Senate Bill 776, and it's Powell. So far I have Amnesty, that I'm looking at, the Drive-By Shooting Act, and then protection of monuments, from Representative Barnaby, and then healthcare with Eskamani, abortion, aka, and then of course the Senate one also, and now we've got this one from woke LaVon Bracy Davis. You know what comes to mind? Last year, when I took some time in Tallahassee, when LaVon Bracy Davis voted no to school choice. As you know, school choice is something that would benefit Black people in her community, which she has. A majority of her community is poor Blacks. And you would think she would advocate for them to be able to opt out of the failing government schools, and go to maybe a Christian school or a different school or be homeschooled, any of that. But no, she voted no on the expansion of school choice because that's going to help Black people. Do you know what's not going to help Black people? Funding the criminals with cash so they can go out here and buy more guns, so they can shoot more people, so that they can be out here buying more drugs, so they can sell and traffic more drugs. That's what's not going to help the Black people. But who's written up that bill? Who's putting that bill forth? LaVon Bracy Davis. Does it make sense to you, friends? Here you are, school choice to help lift Black people out of poverty and out of this. You say no. Now we're not going to offer you that. We're not going to talk about it. We're not even going to present it to you. We're just going to say no to it and not bring it to the public forum. She actually said that in a forum at her at a town hall when she was asked by one of my dear good friends who asked about the House Bill 1 and talked about school choice. And she said, just go to my Facebook page. Y'all just go to my Facebook page. You'll see all about it there. Don't bother me now. But she says no to such a bill that will help Black children, y'all, Black kids out of poverty. She said no. But here she are sponsoring a bill like this is her baby, to assist drug dealers so they can get cash, taxpayer can cash. I can't. All right, so we've got that. I gotta find out who this Powell is. There must be a Democrat. Anyway, so we're gonna keep an eye out on this bill. This is some shit. I didn't mean to say that, but yeah, this is some shit. Next one we have from her. We've already talked about this Ocoee riots day. Again, an insult to Blacks because you can't get your own loans. You can't, you need some sort of special treatment. Affirmative action. Oh God, help me, Jesus. What else she got? Youth conflict resolution and peer mediation. She's going for the kids. Let's see what she got here. Creates youth conflict resolution and peer mediation pilot program for school year subject to legislation appropriation and provides purpose and requirements for implementation of pilot program. What is this? I don't know what this means. It doesn't really give you. I don't know if it's wokeness hidden in somewhere. I don't know what it means. Um, Next one she's got elections. Hmm. All she's got is elections. And we know, for example, her election, there's rumors. Now, I ain't spreading no rumors now. I ain't spreading no gossip now. I ain't saying, all I hear is on the streets, they're saying that her election may not have been on the up and up. Ballot harvesting and all. I'm just saying. It's all I've heard on the streets. I don't know, but it's all I've heard on the streets. And I find it interesting that she's on the committee for elections too. Let's see what she's got to say. Whoa, this is a long one. This is a long one. Oh boy. I'm very interested in elections, by the way. Y'all know that. I'm hot. Let me turn on this fan. Um wow. Let's read here. Let's read here. Requires Florida Commission on Offender Review to develop and maintain database containing certain information. Repeals provision relating to Office of Election Crimes and security and prohibition on use of private funds for election related expenses. Oh, okay. Here's conversations from the people who gets money from George Soros. Let us continue reading. Um, where was I? I've lost my spot. Relating to election. Established Florida Voting Rights Act Commission requires commission to designate certain languages for which assistance in voting and election must be provided in certain circumstances. I'm not sure what that means. Is she talking about helping people who doesn't speak English with their voting and election business? I think so. Languages, that's what I'm assuming, but then there could be languages in the documents. I'm not sure, but again, if it's languages and as in the tongue, Spanish, English, whatever these tongues are, then that shouldn't be, because America is the English language. And if somebody's able to vote, then they should be able to read the language and speak the language and write the language. Not taking anything away from anybody, but if you're here in this country and you're now an American citizen, then you should be able to read and write and express yourself, especially when it comes to voting. Just saying. Okay, requires commission to designate certain, we just read that part. Okay, requires commission to enter into agreement to create Florida voting and election database and institute, provides that and was that enactment or I'm losing it. Enactment or implementation of certain policies by covered jurisdiction is subject to pre-clearance by commission. Authorizes court to order certain authorized DHSMV. I don't know what that is. Department Homeland Security? Moving violations? I don't know. Is it the Department of Motor Vehicles? I don't know. God help me. To pre-register. Wait, hold. Yeah, it is. Authorized Department of, I believe it's motor vehicles, to pre-register certain individuals to vote. Revises provisions relating to third-party voter registration organizations vote by mail ballots, establish general election day as paid holiday. So is she for one day voting? Nah, she ain't for one day voting. She's just saying the day of the general, pay people to be off. Well, that's good. They should be off to vote. And well, if you want it to be a paid holiday, is she advocating to make election day a paid holiday? Repeal prohibition on ranked choice voting, authorize certain persons to file certain civil actions. I got to look into this one because is she advocating for people? Let's see here. House bill, that's 1035, and it's simple elections, Elections, and that's Bracy, Davis, and they say there's a Senate, so let's see the Senate. I don't want to read the whole thing, but actually I want to because this is important. I want to understand if it's the same. Requiring that the Secretary of State be elected rather than appointed and serve as a specified term, requiring the Florida Commission on Offender Review to develop and maintain a database for a specified purpose, repealing provisions relating to the Office of Election and Security, authorizing a person who meets certain requirements to register to vote at an early voting site or at his or her polling place, and to immediately thereafter cast a ballot, authorizing the Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles. Oh, that's what that was. Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles to pre-register certain individuals to vote, prohibiting local governments, state agencies, and state officials from implementing or enforcing actions that will result in, or are intended to result in specified disparities or impairments. Yeah, I'm not sure what this all means. I'm not sure. This is something we definitely got to look into. And this is going to be Senate Bill 1522, election. And this is by Thompson, Thompson. So this I'm very interested in because this is election integrity. All right. Wow. Next one she's got child safety in motor vehicles. Okay, maybe she's advocating for them to be in car seats. Or maybe she's not. I'm not going to look at that one. Court ordered sealing of criminal records. Review of juvenile. Oh, this one. This one right here. Maybe this has something to do with it too. Sealing of criminal. It's got to be woke. Let me look at this because I find it interesting. Court ordered sealing of criminal history records. Sealing the criminal history revises eligibility criteria for criminal record sealing, provides for additional record sealing. So she wants to hide it all, hide everything. It's interesting. All right, so this one, review of juvenile sentences. Now, revises, and the other one she wants to hide. She doesn't want people to know that you're a criminal or you've done some criminal things. We're gonna hide it. And this one she's saying review of juvenile sentences, revise it, revise eligibility requirements for review of sentences for offenses committed while juvenile. Revised duties of DOC concerning reviews. Revises procedures for initiating reviews, provides for appointment of counsel, provides requirements for hearings, requires court to render written ruling, requires court to consider specified additional factors, requires annual report, provides for reiterative application. Hmm. For some reason, I believe she is saying, revise sentences of these here criminal, as Greg would say, the young scholars. Thank you, Greg, for that. The young scholars. Okay, so there's a Senate bill. Oh, same person. She is doing it on the other side. Geraldine Thompson, of course. Of course, Geraldine Thompson it would be. Now I can put a face to it. Now I know who we're dealing with now. Geraldine Thompson. Okay. And in hers, she puts it as revising eligibility requirements for review of sentences for offenses a person committed while juvenile, revising duties of the Department of Correction concerning such reviews, revising procedures for initiating a review, providing for appointment of counsel for indigent offenders. Who's indigent? You mean black folks? You mean black folks? People who look like you. So once again, here they are trying to, again, it is the black folks, black community that's out here, not saying other people don't shoot people, not saying that other people don't do these things, but it is the majority in the here black community that's out here killing each other, and a lot of it is being done by the hands of whom? Juveniles, young black scholars. So here you are advocating to change the sentencing, and then of course to hide it from the public. And again, these juveniles, for example, just thought of one. The shooting that happened, I think it was last February, if not February, March. I think it was right there. It was a shooting, and a Spectrum news anchor was shot and killed, and two other people were shot and killed too. A young child, and I believe a woman, maybe her mother or something. But all three of them were shot and killed. By whom? A young juvenile at the time. At the young juvenile, when he was a juvenile, he'd been arrested multiple times. He had possession of firearms, guns. He was let go back in and let go back into the society, let go, put into some sort of structured home, didn't work out. And the prosecutor, or Monique Royale, the she who's supposed to be the hammer, let this criminal by, and then they turned 19 or whatever age he was. I think it was 19. He didn't even get to 20. I think it was like 19 or 18. And when he did this act of shooting and killing all of these people. So again, juvenile. So all of the stuff that he did, having weapons, so on, and his juvenile and his youth, you would hide all of that, right? That's what this is telling me. You would hide all of that. You don't want people to know that this person had repeat arrests since they were like 12 for guns. Right? No. So again, who are you protecting here? So this tells me you're protecting the criminals instead of the people that's being shot. Right? You're protecting the criminals, not the people who's being shot. Again, it's like their logic is warped. I don't understand it. Again, everything that's bad for the black people, they're advocating for. Especially this woman, LaVon Bracy Davis. We've gone through some of her bills, and everything that she's got there is not something that's benefiting the black people. It's something that's benefiting the wrong people, the criminals in the community. My God, this woman is advocating for cash for criminals. Cash for criminals. So that would make a great shirt. Cash for criminals. Let me write it down. Cash for criminals. Cash for criminals. Unbelievable. Okay, so this is it in the Senate. So we're gonna keep an eye out on this one too. Elections, because I'm very curious about elections. Oh, we didn't write that down. That's another one. This one is called Juvenile. I'm actually curious about this one too. So this is gonna be Senate Bill 930, and then this is review of Juvenile sentencing. And then the House bill with woke Bracy Davis. And let's go back to Bracy. And this is, oh, it's still called the same thing. So it's House Bill 1041. And again, it's the same thing, review of juveniles. Okay. Okay, so that's another bill we're going to look at. We're going to keep an eye. Oh no. What did I do? All right. For the sake of kicks and giggles, I really wonder what um this court ordered. Oh, we looked at that already. Child safety in motor vehicles, because again, they don't advocate for really for the blacks. So let's see, just for curiosity's sake, requires person who use motor vehicles to transport children to equip such motor vehicle with alarm system that prompts driver to inspect motor vehicles for unattended occupants before exiting, requires Department of Home Motor Vehicles to initiate public awareness campaign regarding alarm system, requires to maintain list of approved alarm manufacturers and alarm systems, revises transportation safety minimum standards for licensure of child care facilities. Is this about children going to school? Is it going to, is that what this is about? Or just regular people? Or is it about Uber drivers and so on? I don't know. Okay, I think I shall wrap this up now because um anybody else? I mean, look at these woke. Oh my god, there's so many people. There's so many people. But I think I'm going to leave it there. There's probably more that I need to look at. Ooh, Representative Tuck. Wonder what she's got going on. She carried that bill. Let's see what she's got going on. The school choice bill. She got that through. Right to possess firearms. Oh, God, yes. Yes, Representative Tuck. Yes. Okay, so she's got a few going on here. Housing for agricultural workers. Trust Fund Institute for Food and Agricultural Science Relocation and Restoration Trust. I wondered if this is for people to come here to work legally and not the nonsense we're seeing at the border, because we do want people here coming to work legally, but it's the mess at the border we can't deal with. Right to possess firearms. Let's look at that one. Provides that person must have been adjudicated delinquent for an action committed as juvenile to cause person to lose right to possess firearm for specified periods. Maybe she's advocating for those who did commit crimes early on in life, but now have paid their dues. And so she's advocating that they may be able to get themselves a firearm at this point. Once you've paid your dues, you should be able to have the same rights. Okay. All right. I think that's going to be it. I don't think I'm going to go over anybody else again. Those were the people I wanted to look at, is the folks in my neck of the woods. And so, okay, I think we're going to be done with this. So, again, this is how you go through and you look at all the different bills, and then you can go in depth. You can pull them up and really go through them and read them. We didn't do that here. I will probably do that on my own, like the bills that I've looked at, because I really want to understand them. So I may pull them up, and not may, I need to, because I really need to understand what it is that we're talking about. So, oh, let me make me big again. Let's stop. Okay. Hey, let's give us a clap. Hey, that was great. Oh, it's not working. Can't give us a clap? Oh, I know. I got the volume down. No, that's not it either. Okay. It's not working. So, these bills that I have here, I will do some looking into them because I want to be able to be well versed when we enter the dome in Tallahassee. And there will probably other bills that I need to look up, because there's like 1,200, I think, or more. And so there's a lot of them. And so we need to be well versed in them. So I thank you if you join me. Let me see oh my God, it's hour and 22. Let's see what's happening in here. Hi, I still have people here. Oh my goodness. Hello. Hello. Who's that? The one-headed man. Hi, one-headed man. um Hello, hello. That's nice. I'm gonna get better at doing these live streams, y'all. I'm gonna get better at it. I promise you I will. I'm gonna get better at it. Okay, so this is gonna be the end here. Oh, he's saying something. What did he say? Identify as only having one head. You don't have two heads? You don't have three heads? You're not what is that? Multiple header? You're just a one header? That's nice. The one headed man. Well, and this time you have to clarify, right? Because if you can go around saying you've got more than one, right? You can go around saying you've got more than one. So thank you all, Mr. One Header, for joining in, and whoever else is in here. This was really great fun. Again, this was really for me because I'm doing my own research, getting prepared for the next couple of weeks or so. But I thought it would be a good idea to go through this because not a lot of people, ever go on that website or look at the bills. And you saw how easy that was, and for me to do. And we all need to be versed in what's going on, because when we drop the ball and and you know what else, if you're ever able to go to Tallahassee during session, sit there, I mean, and just be in the space and be in the room to see how these politicians move, it's great. I advise everybody to go and experience it, and show them, you know what, we're watching, we're paying attention. Even the ones that we've put in, even the ones that I've worked for on the ground. I like to be in the room. Hi, how you doing? It's good to see you. Yeah, I'm watching you. I'm watching. All the work I did isn't in vain. I'm watching. And when I go through your bills, I want to know what you're doing. Are you working with us that way? Are you doing the constitutional things? Are you doing these things? Are you doing that? So it's great for me to do that, and I advise everybody to go through it, even though sometimes you don't understand them, you don't know who's who and what's what. It's still, at least in your community, at least know the person who's representing you in your area, and then just check on them. And so even if you didn't vote for them, Democrat or Republican, but see what they're up to. I mean, look at what we just did with LaVon Bracy Davis. This is a left-wing kook, left-wing progressive. You saw the bills that she has written up. You saw the things that she's going to be advocating for. Woke nonsense. And God forbid, these are the same people at some point goes to Washington D.C., right? These are the same crackpots at some point decide, hey, I'm going to go do this in DC, right? And they pack up and they get elected and they go there to do what? These woke nonsense bills. This is just a mini DC, right? And you see the kind of crap that they're putting together. So when they go to DC, they're doing it for the nation, not just Florida. And so we have to be vigilant, diligent. We have to be diligent and what these people are doing. So yeah, so I'm gonna let this go. I'm gonna log off, say my goodbyes. Thank you all for stopping in, and I hope you learned something. And if nothing else, I hope I made it a little bit fun for you. And so that way you could, what's this? What Patriot Liberty Freedom Baptist Church do you go to? I go to, what's this? What poor red states did you grow up in? Jersey. It was Jersey. I'm Jersey girl. I'm a Jersey girl. Ah! And then it says, what Patriot Liberty Freedom Baptist Church you go to? Well, I go to Victorious Living Fellowship. I have a video actually on me worshiping online. It was a great video. Yes, that's mine. That's my church. Thanks, Amania. Always fun. Oh, glad you liked it, One Header. I'm glad you had fun. This was really fun. Or else I would have been really bored doing this, and I probably wouldn't have gone through as many as I have. So it was great just doing this and talking about it. And again, we have to arm ourselves, friends. We have to arm ourselves with what's going on in our community. It's not always about the presidential election. We're all about that, yes. But what these people, these local people, that's where our fight truly is. We have to be engaged, whether it's on the right or on the left, whatever side it's on. We have to be engaged, because these people, if this person, this LaVon Bracy David, this crackpot thinks she has to give these criminals money after they've been selling drugs and so on, felonies, that's our money, that's my money. And if you're in the area, that's your money. No, we need to know what the hell these people are up to. So that's why it's important to do that. So what else it says? It says, shame on you for replacing the gospel with political ideology. Oh my. Oh dear. I haven't replaced the gospel with political ideology. I've replaced nothing except that I talk about my opinions and my thoughts. And I am a God fearing Christian who believes in hell too. So I hope you do too. What else? Oh, this is fun. Oh, I should chat. I should type, right? Let's type. Our friend Larry here. Hey Larry. How you doing on a Friday night? I do go to church. I believe in God. Oh, I just got it. It said, "What poor red state did you grow up in?" I only got poor. Democrat blue New Jersey. I didn't realize it. Sorry, Larry, but I kind of misanswered your question when why is it like that? I kind of misanswered your question. I thought you were asking what blue state did I come from? That'd be Jersey. Oh, I don't need to type things because it would have been a mess. Okay. What else? I guess Larry's not really your friend, are you, Larry? But maybe you can become one. Actually, this is one of the reasons I started this channel is because I wanted to reach people. I didn't want to talk to the choir all the time. I wanted to talk to Larry's. I want to talk to people like you, Larry. And not the choir, because the choir, we all know what we think. I like the choir to support me and things like that, but and have a little fun with me. But Larry, this is why I have this channel. It's really to connect with people like you. You know, it's really to connect. It's a troll. Oh God, one header, you're fun. Thank you. I guess he's a troll. Oh dear, that's too bad. Hopefully, we can troll him to become a right thinking person. I kind of wonder, friend Larry, which one of the bills most settled great with you? Which one, attracted you a lot? I know which one really got my blood boiling, and that's the one of giving money to criminals for giving them cash assistance after they have killed innocent people with drugs. And then again, they might take the money that you give to them and buy more drugs and sell. I wonder if LaVon Bracy Davis has a, contingencies, or she has how they're going to use that money. Do they tell you? That's an interesting one. Like the food stamps, you can't sell your food stamps, but people do. But hey, again, that is. Anyway, I'm gonna end this, friends. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed this live stream tonight. It was really great. Oh, hi. I've seen this one. Prous. I think I responded to your comment. Well, I respond to all, not, I don't respond to all the comments. I respond to some. But I know me porous, Meprous, I did respond to something you said recently. So that was fun. Um okay. Well, I guess our friend Larry has left the building. So I shall leave the building as well. I have a long day tomorrow. And just so you know, Larry, friend, I will be headed to 8 a.m. morning prayer. So I can again have some time with our Father, again to repent on some of the things that you're thinking that I've done. What is it? What did you say? Political ideology. I'm actually going to pray tomorrow and ask God for more divine inspiration so I can continue to do the work, to somehow bring the Bible, bring the word, and all of these things together, because again, that is what we as a society is lacking. What we're missing is that people have lost their way and they no longer connect to the word. They no longer pray. They no longer connect to God. They no longer connect to these things that God is the way, the truth, and the light. And so therefore, we have to kind of tie these things together, because we're living in a society where they're telling you a man can have babies, a man can become pregnant. I mean, these things are ludicrous. It's ludicrous. It's crazy talk. but this is where we're at. And so if we don't implement God in the conversation, if we don't put God in it, man, we're done for. So yeah, I advocate for it. And if you go on my channel, you will see that I have scripture right there to tell the truth. We need to tell people the truth about all of this. We can't walk around with mental illness people thinking that these things are right. So I use the word, I use the Bible, I use God's divine intervention into me, the words that he gives to me, and I speak that through here on my channel. So thanks again, and y'all have a good night. What do you say? Oh God, yeah. All right, one header. I will see you next time. Next video, next live stream. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks again. And God bless you and God keep you. And again, Happy New Year. I'm sweating like a pig up in here. I'm sweating like a pig. Bye.